Eva, can you hear us? Eva, are you with us? Okay, I think we've got some technical issue. Okay, so I see that we don't have Eva on the call. So maybe let's switch the presenters. And right now, Mateusz, if you can start, I know that it's completely ad hoc request, but if you can start with your presentation, just not to lose the time for waiting for Eva. Hello, Mateusz, are you with us? You're unmute right now.
Mateusz also has some technical problems.
Okay, so so basically, let's start with the topic, your topic, Agatha. So the Tableau conference, your thoughts about the Miami event. If you could please share this with us.
Okay, just give me one moment to share my presentation. It's already ready, so just I'll share my screen. One moment. Okay, great. This year I had amazing chance to take part in Tableau conference. It took part in San Diego, and believe me, it was amazing. The really huge event with more than 9,000 people. Huge, really huge. The conference center had like 1 kilometer of the length, 9,000 people, lots of different workshops, events, and presentation packed fully in just 3 days. So, well, it's impossible to tell you about everything, but some points really need underlining and need mentioning. Probably the greatest thing for me was learning what is the strength of DataFarm. What we do build as community, and that was absolutely amazing. The parts hosted by community usually were the funniest, the most interesting, the most packed with tips and tricks. I hope we'll have a tips and tricks session in the end of this year during our another of our meetings. And well, feeling of the data farm was actually the best part of it. But the question is, what could be interesting for you? And these are, of course, the things that are to come. These are the new things that are to appear in Tableau soon. The password for this Tableau conference was definitely AI, and everybody talked in one or other way about AI. And the feature that is gonna to appear most probably in June, maybe mid-June, maybe late June, is Einstein Copilot. What is it gonna to be? Well, it changes somehow the paradigm, or it's the beginning of changing paradigm of how we do work with Tableau. At the moment, we build some dashboards. The dashboards answer the limited number of questions, and when we build that, it's not really scalable, not really very flexible. Once it's built, it's built. And then the idea is to go from building dashboards to building nice big data sources, well curated data sources, and make them the source for chat-like interaction with Tableau. So Einstein Copilot will be like first step into the chat mode of talking with Tableau. It helps with writing calculations. It helps with other things that you could do here in Tableau. We'll see it live really, really soon. And it is also promised that as in June, it's gonna be in English only. In autumn, we should expect already 15 languages. And well, from our side of Polish Tableau Partner, we work hardly to have Polish language as one of these that would be introduced into the tool. Okay, what else? Another great change that will appear are these extensions. These extensions will be like new types of visualization which you will be able to do in Tableau. And this will be prepared in two ways, either by partners or by partners or by Tableau. Some of these will be free, some of these will be paid, some of these will be sandboxed, some will not. At the launch, so in June, there should be around 40 of these visualizations possible to be downloaded into Tableau and to be used in our dashboards. So that's another big novelty. The biggest for me probably are shared dimensions. That's completely new way of building the data sources, the construction of data sources and data model in Tableau, which allow, of course, shared dimensions, many root tables, and much, much richer analysis. So that's almost there. It should appear again in June. It's already in beta. What else? Well, for those who like Tableau Public and play with Tableau Public a lot like I do, we already have local saving on Tableau Public Desktop Edition. That's a great new change. We also have in Tableau Public nice and refreshed statistics, and that's something that is already there. Okay. What can we expect also in future? Well, for me, important point, and I know that also for the people I work with, is expanded Microsoft partnership. What does it mean? Well, among other, it will mean that we will at last have possibility of integrated Tableau with Teams. So that's something that probably many of us have waited for quite a long time. Okay. Some more announcements. Well, some new Tableau trainings are available there on Trailhead. Some new badges if you like collecting these. Probably they are worth checking and trying. And my final point, well, not final, one before. Well, to sum up all these novelties, and well, there are many more, really, many more have been mentioned. I would say that I can see some kind of directions where Tableau is going. One thing is that it's going toward AI and this change in paradigm. But the completely other thing is that this one is dealing somehow with preparing data, with AI is dealing also with preparing calculations, stuff like that, but not really with how the dashboards are built by themselves. And the fight between team tiled and team floating is something that is still buzzword and has been for many, many years. So what we can see is that Tableau community, as a part of Tableau Marketplace, is building more and more new features, some of them free, some of them paid, but all of them dealing somehow with these problems of, well, slightly difficult container management and stuff like that. So what interesting new things are there, among many, many other? Figma to Tableau. The plugin built by La Data Viz, that's, I do not remember names right now, but okay, that's a great plugin. what does it allow? Once you build in Figma the layout of your dashboard, you can import it as ready layout to Tableau. Great thing, very interesting. However, it's paid. The other interesting thing, this time free from Power KPIs, from Info Topics, is Power KPIs. If you see this interesting chart with many charts in it on our left hand side, I try to show it to you. One moment. Okay, it's here. That's the part of it. These are Power KPIs. I haven't yet tried that, but it's already available in extensions and looks really promising. What else do we have? Another free tool would be AddVis. That's the tool to build new interesting visualizations, which is free of charge and available for anybody who would like to take it. However, it does not allow refreshment of data, so it can be used mainly with Tableau Public. And there are two other tools which made me very interested in them, which are directly linked to ChatGPT. For using of them, you need to have ChatGPT Plus license, and these are VisCritic Pro. If you put into that your dashboard, it will give you some ideas on what has been done well, what could be improved, and which way to go. And then the other is T-Data Dr. GPT, and that's the tool which answers to your questions with full recipes how to create a feature in Tableau. Very, very interesting stuff. Both of the latter one are created by Adam Miko and look very interesting. And I must say that there was amazing amount of new interesting features created somehow outside Tableau by partners, by community, and by other people. And that's a really interesting direction, and that's something that is worth following. And okay, to sum it up, one more interesting point. What has been really, really extensively promoted during the conference was Data Plus Movies initiative. It is what does it mean? Well, there is a data set on movies provided by IMDb. And if you take part, if you prepare your presentation and let organizers know, prepare your dashboard on this data set and let organizers know about that, you might win a t-shirt. So yeah, that was promoted. Maybe some of you will get the free t-shirts for creating a nice dashboard, and that's something well, I would encourage you to. Thank you very much. That was very brief as for 3 days of really, really huge event, but I hope there will be more of us from Poland next time. Thank you.
Thanks, Agata. We've got questions.
Okay.
First from Marcin. For these extensions, this is the same concept as extensions for dashboard at the moment?
Not exactly. It's very much alike. However, it's not exactly the same. When you add a dashboard, when you add extension to the dashboard, you do that at the dashboard. You add extension as a kind of building block to your dashboard. When it comes to these extensions, these are put into your visualization with the same menu where you choose visualizations. So you have the choice of this bar chart, dot plot, etc. And with the very menu, in the end, there will be one more point, add this extension. And there you will be able to fit this extension into your visualization. Okay. Any other questions?
Yes, we've got the question from Pradeep. Thanks firstly for the great insight. And question is similar to Microsoft Teams integration possibilities. Are there any integration possibilities with Google ecosystem and
Not
slash
yet.
or other popular communication apps like Slack?
Slack is already part of Tableau ecosystem. You can have easily done your integration with Slack. That's already, I think, 2 years old. As Slack and Tableau are part of Salesforce ecosystem, they are pretty well integrated. However, as for Google ecosystem, that has not been yet mentioned. So maybe as this extension, but maybe as extension, this dashboard extension, not this extension, but not done on purpose by Tableau by itself. So that's integration with Google and Google Hangout. That's something we have to wait for. Okay.
Super.
If
Thank
it's
you for your answer. Do we have any other topics to Agata? Okay, I think no. Thanks, Agata.
thank you.
And we are going to present next speech. It was our basically first speech. So Eva Krieger will tell us something more about the augmented analytics with Tableau. Uh, okay, we see your presentation, Eva. So please start.
Yeah. Hello, one more time, everyone. It's nice to see you and hear all of you. Okay, so the topic of my sharing today with you is like augmented analytics. So I will be mainly focusing on LLMs and on the architecture behind it. So let me start. First topic is transformer architecture, which underlines models like GPT-4. And it's designed to handle sequential data efficiently, and it's partly well suited for the task in natural language processing. So here we can see like a brief overview of the architecture behind GPT chat. So the most the most sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, we
Hello?
hear you.
Oh, yeah, something freeze on my side. Sorry for that. Okay, so the most important features behind the architecture is self-attention mechanism. And this is the core of the transformer architecture. In this self-attention mechanism, it allows the model to weight the importance of different words in a sentence. When it's making like predictions and considering the text to the all other words simultaneously. So we have like each word or token into the input sequence in the transformed into three vectors. So we can see these vectors, and the vectors names as query for Q for query, key for K, and V for value. And these attention scores are calculated by taking the dot product of the query and key vectors, and which determines how much focus should be given on each word. So these scores are then used to weight the value of the vectors and enabling the model to aggregate contextual information from the entire sequence. So this is the most important mechanism in the transformer architecture. So this transformer architecture is developed by Hugging Face company. So they are well known for this large language models. What's the other important mechanism here. It's a multi-headed attention. So we can see that instead of performing like a single attention function in the other, like the models that were used before. So now in this transformer architecture, we can see uses of multiple attention heads. So each head operates independently, allowing the model to capture different aspects of the relationship between the words. So the outputs of these heads are concatenated and literally transformed to produce the final attention output. So the whole mechanism behind this transformer architecture mainly give us the output regarding on the input that we are providing to the model. So for this output layer, for the language generation task, such in this GPT-4 model, the final layer is typically consists like the linear transformation between some functions. Here is like a softmax function. So it could generate the possibilities over the vocabulary. So the model predicts the next word in the sequence by sampling it from the probabilities. So this is the most important features behind this transformer architecture. So we can see, yeah, this multi-headed attention and self-attention layer and all of these three vectors. So if we have like this briefly knowledge behind it, it seems like a bit maybe complicated, but we can put it into more brief graphic like this. So it could be more understandable now for like everyday human. So this is the neural networks here, and this is this language model, and operates in the case of the GPT chat on the it based on the transformer architecture. So that was like this this little bite on this first slide. This is all the architecture. This is like the core, the heart of the GPT chat. So we are communicating with the model using prompt, using like a natural language. After this, the next step is the model tokenized the text, and it represents this token into a vector. So this vector, like I mentioned, this vector is this K, this Q, key, and V. So this is the vector that it's getting to the model itself, which is trained on the a lot of the data. So they said like they train it on the all internet, but it's it's a shortcut. So we can say it, but it's not true itself. But after getting all of this information putting together, and we had like the output, and this is the text that is generated from the first step of prompting. In like I can sum up this like this transformer architecture processes the input data in parallel. So it's leveraging this self-attention mechanism so that they could understand context and relationship between the words. So this is like the most important thing to put in our mind. So this self-attention mechanism understand context and relationship between the words, and using and employs this multi-layers and this attention head. So they could help the model to capture like the rich set of features and enabling advanced language understanding and the possible generation of the words. Oh, sorry. Yes. So really briefly, I would talk about the training process behind the GPT chat. I will just mention some steps that we need to take to train this kind of models. So first, we of course need a data collection step when we have like a large scale text corpora. So we could train model on the diverse and extensive data sets, like from text from books, from articles, from websites, from like a variety of places. So we could even imagine. So have that in your mind. Then we need to have like a step for tokenization, all of this data that we collect. So we need to break down the text. So we need to put the text data into tokens. So, and it means to broken down it into really small units that we are called tokens. So tokens can be words, subwords, or characters, depending on the tokenization strategy that we used in the preparation. So then we need to have like a next step, which will be some training objectives. So we need to like think about what kind of methodology we want to use. So if we want to focus on the next word prediction, or we want to mask language modeling, like in this transformers architecture, for example. Then we think about the model of the architecture itself. So if we choose the transformer, then for example, GPT uses for decoder part in the GPT architecture. But I just talk about it before, so not get into details much, because it's not like machine learning gathering. It's more like about Tableau. So so I will be talking just over on top of the head. So when we choose the model architecture, then we can do more interesting thing like pre-training. So in the GPT chat, they used unsupervised learning. So that means during the pre-training, the model learns language patterns, like a grammar, facts, some of reasoning abilities from the text corpus, in unsupervised manner. So in this phase, involves optimizing the model to minimize the difference between its predictions and the actual text tokens in the training data. So this is called unsupervised learning. So after that, we can take some more steps as fine-tuning. So we could have like some kind of human feedback on our outputs, or and use it. So or we can use a different method of pre-training. and we can we can use supervised learning. After that, so when we have this training infrastructure, we can evaluate and get an iteration of our model. So this is happening now from the first, from last year, when the first GPT-3 and half were put in on the table. So this validation and iteration of the model is happening all over again in this CI/CD pipeline. So we can have like better models within some time. So we have this 4 model. Now we have this 4.0 model. And they are improving, and they will improve. Okay, so so we've got the most difficult stuff in the beginning to understand the architecture of the transformers. So now we are getting back into the space that we all know. So we're going back to the Tableau environment. So as the previous speaker, Agata, yes, sorry, I just forgot, spontaneously forgot your name, sorry, Agata. As Agata said, told us she was on the Tableau conference. So Salesforce and Microsoft cooperation is developing Copilot Einstein. So what is it? This is an AI-driven analytics assistant that is integrated within Salesforce system. And its architecture is designed to leverage the power of AI and deliver actionable insights. So what does it mean? The Copilot have these layers for the data integration. So we can use like a different data sources. So it could connect to Salesforce CRMs or external databases or third-party applications. Then we can use it with the data extract that and transform it data, and it could be loaded into this data. This Salesforce data cloud. So ensure it is clean, organized, and like ready for analytics. So this is the first step of which we can take in this Copilot Einstein. Then we can use machine learning models and also this natural language processing. So in this layer, Copilot enables us to understand and generate a human language that allowing users to interact with the system using natural language queries. And within this presentation layer, we can seamlessly connect with Tableau, enabling users to visualize insight directly in the Tableau dashboards. So the dashboards are we could make the dashboard more interactive, so users can leverage Tableau's visualization capabilities to explore data, ask questions, and get like the real-time insights. Okay, so, but the title of my presentation was Augmented Analytics. So what really does it mean? So within this Augmented Analytics, with tools like this Copilot and Einstein, so it represents like a significant advancement in the field of like data analyzing and and enhance the analytical process. So the augmented analytics refers to use of AI and machine learning to automate data preparation, to insight discovery and sharing. So it aims to make data analysis more accessible, accurate, actionable by reducing the manual effort and expertise like traditionally requires. So, so this like there's some key components of this analytical, and it's of course include the data preparation, so insight generalization. We can of course do some advanced analytics, and the most important things, the user interaction within the tool itself. So we are talk before about the GPT chat for architecture. So now we can focus a bit onto the Copilot Einstein architecture. So in this solution, we have like a data integration layer that collects data from various sources, ensuring capability and flexibility. We had like this machine learning layer. So so it's utilized like advanced algorithms for predictive and perspective analytics. And integration layer. So this layer is like user friendly. We can interact with it. We can ask questions. So the next would be like integration layer. So this layer, it connects within Tableau and with other visualizations tool like this Viz tools. And of course, like the most important is the security layer that secures and ensures the data privacy and compliance with robust security protocols. So connecting to the Tableau, connecting to the Copilot Einstein to Tableau is really easy. So we can use it by direct API. Of course, some of you probably can now use in Tableau Salesforce site for joining the beta version of the Copilot. So I'm really like encourage you to do that, to try to maybe be involved in this beta testing before it's going live. So like so this is like all the ecosystems behind this Tableau Copilot, Copilot Einstein, Copilot Einstein, sorry for this mix up of my tongue. Okay, so what can we say more about this ecosystems? This Copilot is integrated into all Microsoft apps like Excel, Power BI, this Dynamics 365. But of course, it's also integrated with will be integrated with Tableau. So what is what are the capabilities of the Einstein provided by Salesforce itself? So we can use it like in the predictive analytics, provide predictions about customer behavior, social trends, and the other key business metrics. We can use it like a recommendation engine. So it's going to suggest actions such as the best time to contact a lead, or the most effective marketing strategy. We can automate it, some insight, like generate insights from CRM data, identifying patterns and opportunities for the business growth. And of course, last not least, natural language processing. So it helps us, enables user to ask questions and get answer in plain language, and make it easier to derive value from the data itself. Yes. So in this graphics, we can also see this, what I mentioned before, this trust boundary. And I said it before, we need to have like this kind of solutions very strongly integrated within security procedures, so it not be easy to get not maybe the outcomes of our analysis, but it also help us to prevent from any type of hacking activity. Regarding also poisoning of the model, because this is one of the tactics that could be used by people with not so good intention to maybe ruin our business, or to make our data set unclean and with a lot of misinformation, so we cannot give proper output based on this kind of data sets. Okay, so if we try to compare the Copilot Einstein and GPT-4, we can say that they both large language models, but they slightly catch different needs within realm of the analytics. So they are both they both have this same like advanced architecture, and we can use Copilot for more for like Copilot is we can say it could be used more for the business, like for the business, but using also like the tools that Salesforce provide us, like analytics team. So yes. Okay, so if we talking about for the end of the presentation, I will just go through the pros and cons of using the Copilot itself and also the GPT-4. So we can the most important things about the Copilot Einstein, that is tailored for the business data and like offering domain specific insight. So it directly integrates with Salesforce data and workflows. So if you have like a lot of tools in this kind of environment, this solution could be very useful for you. It have like enhanced security, which I mentioned before. So it built with enterprise grade security and some of the compliance feature. And we can use it natural language to visualization, so we can convert our queries directly into Tableau visualization. The things that may not be so welcome is like it's limited to only to the Salesforce ecosystem. So it's primarily designed only for Salesforce users, which might be it might be the limitation of it, and also the customization needs. It might require customization to fully align with specific business processes. So if we are talking about GPT-4, we can say that its Versailles application can be used for a wide range of tasks beyond like data analytics, including content creation, coding help, customer support, and so on and so on. So we can it had like a board integration, so we can integrate it with various platforms and services, not limited to like a specific ecosystem. And it had like a continual improvement. So like benefits from the OpenAI is ongoing research and improvements in the natural language model understanding. And the things that are not so on is it's a generalized insight. So it's not specifically tailored for business data, which might affect the precision of data related insights. So of course, security and compliance. So it may require additional measures to ensure enterprise level security and compliance. And the manual data handling could be a con because it requires additional step to integrate the data with a data visualization tool, like in this case, Tableau. So in conclusion, Copilot Einstein represent a significant advancement in how we could interact with the data within the Salesforce and Tableau ecosystems. So it focus on integration and ability to transform this natural language queries into actionable insights, make it powerful tool for analysis, while GPT-4 is based on ChatGPT that offers broader application and flexibility, but Copilots is specialized, designed for business data providers and more streamlined and secure analytical experience. So how we for the end we can ask ourselves how analysts benefit from could benefit from Copilot and Einstein. So the accessibility, so the efficiency, it automates routine tasks, accuracy reduces, it could reduces human error in data analysis and interpretation, actionable insights, so delivers timely and relevant insights that can drive business actions and outcomes. And it could enhance collaboration, so improves collaboration and communication within teams by providing clear and shared insights. So in the summary, we can say like this kind of augmented analytics with tools like Copilot Einstein could maybe revolutionize the way business interact with the value from their data, like by leveraging AI and machine learning. These tools enhance the analytical process, making it more efficient, accurate, and accessible to the broader range of the users. So thank you for your time and attention. And if you have like any questions or you want to start a small talk, feel free. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Eva. We've got the question from the Pradip. How to confirm that our business data is protected but by Copilot Einstein and not exposed to outer world?
Mm, from the information, I've got now because it's not on this Copilot. So I know this that they have this layer of trusted, which is trusted and secure. And I think that they probably would have more security procedures than they have till this point. So, but I don't know how you cannot expose your data. The documentation for the time for the day to day says that they are really focusing on the this trust boundary, and they are trying to secure everything in every step.
Okay, thank you very much, Eva. And now it's time for the Mateusz, who will tell us something more about the machine learning in Tableau on the price prediction example. Uh, Mateusz, the stage is yours. I can't hear. I'm not sure if this is something from my side or this is a global issue.
It's a global issue.
Yeah, I also cannot hear Mateusz or see him or his presentation.
Nematosh, it looks like you are muted.
Okay. So it looks that we've got some technical issues. So just not to take your time. I think we can close, and Mateusz speech will be on the next because we are out of the time in 5 minutes. So I believe we can deliver this speech in the next during the next meeting. So recording, of course, will be available from today, and we will let you know exactly when using the links in channel. So thank you very much, and see you next time.
Yes, thank you. Bye bye. It's nice to have this speech today.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.